Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is spacelampsix or Kyle Does Dev here, and today I am giving you a final room tour of my office slash streaming setup room. My fiance and I bought a house, and we are moving. By the time you are watching this, we will have moved out of this apartment and into our house. So this is your last look at our current apartment here, at least my stream room. So I know I made one of these relatively recently, so my desk setup hasn't changed too much. My PC is over here. It's in a Corsair Air 240 case. It's a little dusty right now. I haven't cleaned it in a bit, but there's an i9 11900K, an RTX 3060, 32 gigs of RAM. I think my microphone has changed. I have a Shure mic. I'll be honest, I don't remember the model of it. It'll be in the description though. Future me will do that. I got a new mic arm here, which is pretty handy for like swinging it out and not having it go over top of my monitors. Still have 3 monitors. Sony a6000 right there for my main stream camera. Then I have a C920 as well. My work laptop is stood up over here too. I got my stream deck right there with my audio interface. My keyboard's right here, same keyboard. It's a Varmilo VA87M Cherry MX Pink switches. I don't think they make it anymore. I've got the Logitech G923 mouse, I think, or G703 mouse. Wireless. I have a new pair of headphones. This is like a PS5 headset. Don't mind the shitty duct tape. The padding, the stuffing tore and started falling out. So I just crudely duct taped it back together. Yeah. I've got these little 3D printed guides, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And then hiding back here is my steering wheel and lamp and my postcard wall. I have this little Twitch light here, and I have a bunch of postcards and pictures and stuff that friends have sent me from around the world. Yep, still just on this desk. I've got IKEA drawers on the right and left hand side here. If you've seen past room tours of this video, you would know that past room tours of this room, or desk tours, that my desk has kind of moved from every single wall in this room. I've tried out every single combination, and this is the one that I stuck with. My desk is on this wall. The entryway is over there. If we look at this wall, we've got my TV with this little corner setup thing. My Switch 2 is right there, along with the router modem and like some random stuff. My Switch 1 is down there. There's a battery backup thing. I have a little table with my label printer for when I make sales online and controllers and stuff. Right here's Rosie. She's in her spot in her bed. You want to say hi? She camera shy. She said, get that out of my face. Over here's my record player table. I've got an Audio Technica AT, whatever that one is. I'm going to make an up-to-date record tour vinyl collection video on my personal YouTube channel later this year, I think. With all my records down there, if you want to take a peek. My newest addition is Deadbeat by Tame Impala. Cool. So if we kind of have the TV on this wall and we kind of spin over here, I have a couch. I didn't have a couch for the longest time living in this apartment. I've only had this couch maybe 4, 5, 6 months now. It's not the most grand or nice couch, but it's very functional. And it pulls out into a bed that the guy there lifts up. There's a ton of storage underneath it, which was really important for this apartment. And then there's this like ottoman thing here with more shit in it, basically. And if we turn all the way around, you can kind of see this is brand new. This has not been in a setup tour video at all. But if my desk is over here, right behind it is my 3D printing setup. I have a Bamboo Lab A1 with a AMS light mounted on top. Back in July of 2025, this year, I started doing some 3D printing stuff. I did a lot of this in high school, 3D design, 3D printing, and it became way easier, super accessible. This kind of printer here is compared to like the Apple of 3D printers, or like a MacBook of 3D printers. Very easy, user-friendly to use, because I just want to print stuff. I don't want to worry about tinkering with it and things. So I have this like IKEA furniture piece from when I was a kid. And I have my 3D printer here. I've got this 3D printed filament holder over here with all my colors. I have more too. They're in the drawers below. And then I started selling. I purchased a couple of subscription licenses for these little flexi Minecraft guys axolotls, bees, these little clicker magma cubes and slimes. I haven't really listed a lot of these yet. I'm gonna like make little packs of like the mobs and stuff. And my fiance and I do craft vendor booths and stuff, so I sell some of the 3D printed stuff that I bought the license for and some of my own designs as well. So in these drawers below is more stuff for the 3D printing. There's like some other stuff I'm selling and shipping supplies and that kind of thing. And then over here, this is where there's more 3D printing stuff. There's extra filament, other stuff that I've printed. There's this like little light photo box booth for taking the photos. These are like different color backgrounds. There's supplies for making the keychains and gluing stuff together, and just like a little side hobby thing when I'm not programming or playing video games. So this is the room. I'll do a little panorama from the corner where you walk in. I've got amiibos on the wall, 3D printed amiibos over there. There's a wave painting puzzle, photos of fiance and I. There's some Fallout and Portal stuff. There's a whole lot of plushies kind of hanging up along this wall. TV, and then this wall over here. So, and there's Rosie, CP over there. But yeah, this is the setup that I've been at the I guess this version of it for the past 6 or 7 months or so, since like June, maybe July of 25 it was like this, and currently it's October. But yeah, you'll be seeing this sometime at the end of this year around Christmas time. So yeah, this is the last time I will be doing a room tour in this room, probably sometime in early of 2026, maybe in the winter time or early spring. I'll do another room update tour of my new office that I will be in. Psych, I'm back. This is not the end of the video. I'm in my new house, everybody, and I'm gonna give you a room tour of my new house in addition to my last setup in my old house. Nothing has really changed. A few things have changed. This is my new room. I've got some art on the wall. My Twitch logo's over there. I got my internet. I've got this cool setup over here with some things hung up right here. But yeah, my PC setup is, is basically all the same. One thing that did happen is my SSD in my main PC died. It died on me, guys, and I didn't practice what I preached, and I lost a lot of files, so make sure you guys back up your data. But yes, my PC setup is now in my new house. And I now have a standing desk too. This is my work desk. I actually just got this in today. I've been at the house for about 2 weeks now, but a friend of mine was going to get rid of this standing desk. So now I have two setups. Yeah, 2 setups, everybody. So I have, fun and business, right? This is where I do my work from home. It's where I do programming stuff. And over here is where I game and I stream and that sort of thing. And this room is so big that there's a third setup. My 3D printing setup is over here, guys. 3D printing stuff still. It looks very similar to the last setup, but yeah, so if you kind of come into my room from the doorway, you've got a big wall of cool stuff going on. So as I refine this room over time, like, this desk is not going to stay here. I mean, it looks a little silly. But as I continue to live in this house and make changes to this room, I'll continue to make new setup updates for you guys. So now it's actually the end of the video. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.